Hi, welcome back to our Algebra 1 video series. Today we're looking at a couple of examples of factoring our polynomials with two variables. So our first question is 48x squared plus 6xy plus 8y squared. Now this looks really scary at first, but what we can do is we can think of this in terms of an easier problem. So let's consider how I would solve this if I didn't have any y's. If this were just x squared plus 6x plus 8. So anytime you're stuck in math, try to think of a problem that's similar but easier and ask yourself, how would I solve that? Now if I were to factor this, I would get x plus 4 and x plus 2, or x plus 2 and x plus 4. The order here really doesn't matter. But I need to find some way to make a y squared. So if I need to make a y squared, I need a y and a y. And if I need 8y squared, I can put a y here and a y here, and let's see what happens. If I check my work, which I should always do, if I were to multiply this out, let's use our FOIL method. I'd get x squared plus 4xy, if I multiply these together, plus 2xy. I got the order wrong there, but that's okay. It will still work out. Plus 4 times 2 is 8, and y times y is y squared. So I'd get x squared plus 6xy plus 8y squared. So really, what did we do here? We took our original problem and we ignored the y's for a second. We factored it. And then once I figured out what that would be without the y's, I put a y on the end of each term, and I'm done. Let's try 49. R squared plus 7rs plus 12s squared. All right, and let's ask ourselves, what would this look like without the s's? R squared plus 7r plus 12. And I could factor this into r plus 3 and r plus 4. And now what I need to do to get those s's back in there, I'll put an s on the end of each term. Why don't you try 50 and 51, pause the video, try those two, and then unpause and check your work. All right, so hopefully you've tried those two now, and we're just checking our work at this point. Let's see what we get. If I ignore the b's, I get a squared plus 11a minus 26. Well, I know 26 is 13 and 2. This would be a plus 13 and a minus 2. And then to get those b's in there at the end, I've got to put the b at the end of each term. And then if I were to think of this without the y's, x squared minus 2x minus 35. I know 35 is 7 and 5, so x minus 7 and x plus 5 should do the trick. But then again, I have to make sure I get those y's in there. So put a y at the end of each term. And if you were to check your work and multiply those out, you would see that that would get you back to the original problem every time.